And maybe give me a chance.
You?
Yeah.
He said, I wish you would just consider giving me a chance if you move on from Gino. And she said, you? Will Darcy be modest? Does Brandon's family overstep? And is Gino still pathetic? I guess we'll find out, but you probably know most of the answers to those because here we are again with 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, when it just doesn't seem like anything falls into place. And there's one couple that is conveniently forgettable because I completely forget every time they're on the show. But we will get right into it. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I appreciate all the support. Let's see what is going on in this complete and utter train wreck.
A bunch more to go.
They are literally getting ready to go see his parents, and this is what she has on. Modesty is not something she is aware of. Now, to give her a little bit of credit, she does mention putting something underneath the cover up, but there is some hijinks afoot, so stay tuned.
I don't want to be too over the top, but meeting your parents, I want to look very...
From her parents' perspective, oh my gosh, translate this, Georgie. Tell her we're very sorry for the horrible disease in her lips. We apologize. What the hell am I? They look like they're about to pop. Every time you see her lips, they look like they are more and more getting closer to exploding.
Snatch, crackle, and pop. Snatch, crackle, and pop.
What? What? If I could pay somebody $1 million to never see that horrible egotistical mirror dance by Darcy, I would consider it.
The button broke. I knew something was going to break.
So the one thing that was keeping her outfit closed so she doesn't show her shorts, whatever the hell she's wearing underneath to show all that leg, the one thing that she had is now broken. I just feel like it's a little convenient that the one cover-up all of a sudden is not going to work. And it seems like his parents aren't very happy with this either, but we'll see how they play this off.
If you and they can get over this little mishap with the button popping open, we can get over anything.
So her logic behind this is if they can get over it, then they can get over everything. I mean, you could disagree with the, want to be a little more modest perspective, I guess, but it's just common sense to try to present yourself in a way to your significant other's parents, especially with the first meeting. And her solution is if they can get over it, they can get over anything. Yeah, Darcy seems like a good logical perspective.
His hope is that I cover everything up. Like, it's just so different from what he told me in the beginning.
I feel like even if he was telling you certain things, there were signs. I know there were signs because I watched the whole damn show, and you know damn well that even if he was saying one thing from the beginning, he immediately contradicted himself right afterwards. And you saw this from day one. But now you're acting like this is all a shock to you again.
So you just tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah. Telling you what you want to hear.
So his solution, now that he's been backed into a corner, is I can do what I want. And then she says, you just say what I want to hear. And said, yeah, absolutely. He is telling you who he is. Believe him. He's telling you to your face. Don't act like this is a shock later. This is not the first time he's done this.
Be a good person, be a good father, be a good husband. I didn't do anything wrong with my life.
Never.
Everything I'm doing perfect.
Oh, okay. So everything he done perfect. So, he's going to go to heaven. Everything's good because he does everything perfect and nothing is wrong. But he just got done calling your wife a demon. Like, damn, son. I think you might have some, messed up views you might want to kind of check at some point.
I'm sorry about telling you are a demon.
I am very, very sorry I call you demon. This okay, it is true, but I still sorry because you are annoying me now.
And then see how goofy he is. It's just like arguing with a child. I'm like, the guy wears a Gilligan hat. I'm not arguing with this guy.
They are both the dumbest people I think you could probably dream up to be in a feud. Matt and Gino. Gino, he's so small. He's really short. And then him talking about him and his Gilligan hat. I mean, my God. Neither one of you has gotten anywhere with the other. And you both have an issue here. It's called Jasmine. She is a manipulative, crazy person, quite possibly with some sort of mental disability. When I say that, I mean more of like a personality disorder, something that probably she could collect disability on. But instead of actually realizing this, you have Matt fighting for her, Gino coming back on some level to her, and the whole thing is just idiotic. Y'all need to go your separate ways because you're both idiots on some level, and Jasmine needs to be left out in the cold. But I digress.
You know what? I think when you're scared, that's when you're not. I think you're doing something in the right
Oh,
direction.
okay.
And I'm not saying that,
What?
is with everything, but
Oh,
in
okay.
this situation,
So his logic is you're scared. I think because you're scared, you're doing something in the right direction. Not in every situation, though. The dumbest advice I think you can give is from the guy who can't even hand you the right weight when you're talking about a 5 or 10, but claims to be a gym bro. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to any advice from this fool.
I don't want to waste my time thinking that there might be a possibility me and her could be together if there isn't going to be anything.
Oh, okay. You don't want to waste your time, except you continue to waste your time as she continues to show you that you're not going to be together. What more do you want? And then, oh, by the way, we know now, obviously, she still played this game even once they had a kid, but the signs were there beforehand. I don't need to see this. I don't need to know about them having a kid to know that she was playing games with him and he was Mr. Convenient. Problem is, she's starting to get bored with him.
Gonna move on from Gino. And maybe give me a chance.
You?
Yeah.
He said, I wish you would just consider giving me a chance if you move on from Gino. And she said, you? That was the face. That is what she did. Right there, should have told you everything you need to know. He should have set down the weights and walked right out the gym.
And this is for you.
You take flowers and then forget about the whole $75,000 thing. Although it kind of works out that way a little bit.
I met with some people and we're gonna meet with a lawyer and we're gonna fix it. Might need another investment for that.
We met with some people. I don't get the money back. We met with some people and I'm going to fix it. But I might need more investment. And this face says it all. Problem is, that face won't stay that way and she'll be like, okay, let's ask Daddy Chuck. I'm trying to get some more money for your investment.
You know what I mean? And I don't mean to, I didn't mean to hurt you. You think...
I didn't mean to hurt you. If you know, I hurt you. But what the quotes? And her face again, like, what is this? You think when she does these things that she gets it and it's like, maybe this isn't the right thing and he's just a scam artist. But she doesn't quite, does she?
Even though I'm really angry about the investment money, I definitely feel like this is a step in the right direction, and I'm feeling a little bit better around him.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner for Andre because he got you again. Explain this to me. You're feeling better for what? He did nothing. You know what he did? He said, what do you want to hear? You want to hear me say sorry? Okay, I'm sorry. And then she said, well, but do you mean it though? And then promptly decided to go and say, well, he's not the type to apologize. So that means you were on the right track by saying this isn't really seeming like an apology. And then you immediately backtracked and decided to be like, it's all good.
Bye. Bye.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot Guillermo and Kara were actually part of this show. They have got to be the most forgettable couple I think they've ever had on here. Kind of one of the most boring storylines, no matter how they try to fabricate it. The only thing interesting is that Kara actually thinks she's going to have a music career.
A platinum record bachata producer invited me to Milan.
Okay, a platinum record producer, Hochata, whatever she said, invited her to Milan. I love how she put out there platinum record producer, like this is a person that is going to produce her a platinum record. Anything that you produce is going to be in the dustbin of history if your whole music collection is anything what I saw in the last episode or whenever you were performing. This, I don't know what this is and why you're even where you're at. It is not going to be something that is memorable.
I think she's just tired.
I mean, this is just excuses. They've both clearly done some things in the relationship, but I don't know what you're holding on to unless you're just trying to hold on to your place on the show. You might as well cut it loose if it's not there, but stop trying to play like, oh, he's doing all these things wrong when both of you clearly are not trying to work on this marriage.
I just feel like when I get back, it's going to be like a smack in the face, like back to reality.
Oh, yeah.
Having to make real big decisions about my family's future.
Oh, so you're just
And
going
I don't know that
to
I'm ready for it.
try to forget about everything while you're in Milan working on your record that's not going to do anything. But when you get back, you're going to actually have to go back to life. So this will be a nice little vacation away from your family, I guess?
I think Betty know what kind of button she needs to push to make me upset.
Oh, she absolutely does. And by the way, what happened was Brandon's parents decided to show up for a surprise. This in and of itself is not something that's like, oh my gosh, how dare her, the audacity. No, it's not that. The track record is what this adds on to. Betty's track record of overstepping, of just acting like she should have her own room in their house, trying to act like she is more important in that home than Brandon's wife, which is not the case in a marriage, or should not be. So that added on to this whole thing with them doing a surprise party without saying anything. Betty knew what she was doing and knew this probably wouldn't be well. They were going to be tired from the trip. They just got back from DC, long trip from Russia. Probably not the best idea to do it on that night, maybe the next day, but she knew exactly what she was doing here.
I can already tell that this is going from bad to worse.
Oh, okay.
So I'm done.
And look, there she goes again. This is Betty's MO from what I've seen, is the storm off. I see this is getting really bad, so I'm done, I'm running away. You are like 65 years old. Act like a frickin' adult. Why are you turning into a damn child and then run off? Model this behavior for you. Why is your son an emotional mess and he breaks down like a little girl when he cries? Because of stuff like this. You model this behavior, Betty.
I'm frustrated with Julia treating
okay.
my family like this. If I ever did this to her family, she would freak out at me.
He's right about one thing. If he did this to her family, she would freak out about this. But the fact that she is upset at this does not mean that she's wrong. Like, she was actually right in the situation with Betty's track record. And Brandon's not even acknowledging that crap because he's a freaking idiot. You can love your mom and still be like, this is kind of ridiculous.
That's my house.
I'm gonna go stay with them.
You can't go
What?
stay with them.
Yes, I can.
No, Brandon,
I can do whatever
This
I
is
want.
ridiculous.
You are not going.
He is leaving to stay with his parents at the hotel when he's already wrong for throwing this tantrum he's doing. So his whole family is acting like perpetual children right now. Look, I have called out Julia nonstop when it came to a lot of things she's done, but in this case, Brandon is 100% wrong. And to run off and stay at the hotel with your parents, it makes you look like not only are you no man, but you are just a child that cannot grow up.
Well, between us both,
Oh.
like 7 or 8.
I love how she says between us both 7 or 8 when most of those are hers. Like, trying to make it seem like they have a split down the middle. Like, each of them have 4. I'm pretty sure she has 5 or 6. He might have 1 or 2.
But the black dress underneath, that's supposed to cover the shorts. The jacket broke. Can you explain that?
So they were asking why she has bare legs. So this clearly, she couldn't possibly see that they were going to have an issue with it. Now, they're going the route of, this is, the weather appropriate. It's not the same for the weather there, and maybe she's not wearing the right clothes or whatever. They're not really saying anything crazy. But when they ask about why don't you have anything on your legs, then she talks about, I forgot the tights or whatever she said, which is ridiculous. And then talks about the button that popped off, which I still think she sabotaged that so she could show a little more skin.
I have a beautiful husband.
Oh, okay.
A handsome man.
You have a beautiful husband and a handsome man. Like, this guy, like, he could not be possibly more full of himself. It's an interesting thing to see when it's just someone that loves themselves so much.
What is Islam? You want to be Islam? You believe it inside you?
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I believe it. I want to be Muslim.
Oh, okay. It's pretty damn clear she doesn't believe inside. Adnan, she has to believe it inside of her. She doesn't believe it inside of her, and yet you keep saying you need to be a Muslim, and now you're going to say you have to believe it inside and it's all good, but yet it's okay if she doesn't, but yet say you do. So lie? 2 and 2 does not equal 4 here.
Honestamente, ¿qué tú consideras que yo necesito para recuperar a mi familia?
Ah, yes.
Invítala en una cita.
Okay, so that's nice in theory, except of how far they've fallen, and Guillermo and Kara are not going to have this fixed with a date. So he's asking his mom, what do I do to fix it? Well, what you should have done to fix it is not let the whole separation of rooms thing then. And then also, she should have needed to admit her fault in it too, because both of y'all clearly got here together in this very bad space you are in your marriage. Taking her on a date is not going to magically reignite anything. Y'all need something more intense. You need to really show that you care, but she also has to. But she's too caught up in her damn music career that all she would say on a date is, "You didn't show up to my performance." That's all she would say. She wouldn't care about anything else. All she would care about is herself and her music.
So many times I told him, please don't fall in love with me. And he was like, oh, I'm a playboy.
Oh, okay.
It's okay for me.
Oh.
And now look at him.
So let me get this straight. You told him don't fall in love with you so many times right before you slept with him again, right? And now, oh, he's following you around like a puppy dog. You know what happened? She's bored. Like I said before, she is bored. It was all well and good and all exciting when it was the open marriage thing and, oh, you were screwing someone, Gino knew about it. He was the bad boy, right? Yeah, that's what he was. He was the guy that was on the side that, you know, he didn't care about consequences. Only he turned out to be some coward milquetoast fool that thinks he wants to be a gym rat bro, but in reality, he doesn't know what he wants to do or he doesn't know how to act. That's all. And so now you're bored with it, but yet you'll still sleep with him though, just not in a relationship. And we've seen that ever since she got pregnant, has a kid, and doesn't even want him to be a father to his kid half the time.
I cannot even consider putting time, effort, invest anything on a relationship.
Oh,
so I can,
except for my body, of course. I'll invest my body when I want to sleep with you every night or whatever it is. That's okay. I can invest that. Just not anything else more because I'm so caught up in this horrible thing. Jasmine has got to be one of the most manipulative, garbage human beings I think we've seen on the show. And yet we continue to see this crap and they continue to put it out there because this is the kind of stuff, the trash TV that I guess gets ratings because they know people don't like her. But yet here we are time and time again.
I understand she's not ready for a relationship.
Bro, are you about to cry? Are you really about to cry right now? Or are you just looking at the light trying to make it seem like you want to cry? What? This dude, look, he is a wuss with a capital P, if you know what I mean.
Because she has a lot on her plate. But Jasmine is completely worth my time and my effort.
There's no helping him. There's no helping him. The guy is too far gone. I'm trying to help you, bro, but you're too far gone.
She is a quality woman.
What?
I gotta be patient.
What? Did he just say quality woman? Mind blown.
First, she arrived in inappropriate clothes, and now this. I
Yes.
want my parents to enjoy the moment
Yes.
of seeing me in so long time.
Exactly. And the problem is what he's referencing is that his parents decided to bring something up about their communication because Darcy thought it was a good idea to talk to his mom about how they don't he doesn't communicate that well. Why the hell would you bring your issues in your relationship to your mother-in-law? You need to bring them up, talk them out, work it out in therapy, but bring it up to your mother-in-law, especially the first time you've talked to them, met them, anything? She's trifling. She is really trying to get some attention.
No, I'm saying also have issue myself because also it's like.
Oh my gosh. She is really talking. The mom is telling him to calm down. He's not being anything crazy. He said, why are you crying? Why the hell is she crying other than to try to get attention out of this family meal that is supposed to be her meeting his family? And yet she's making it all about her. Look, Georgie has his issues with, I don't know, not saying how much money he makes or the raises he's gotten. I've had issues with all of that. But right now, Darcy is being ridiculous.
I can't change who I am.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
If I'm emotional in this moment or other moments, that's okay.
For one, this whole concept of you can't change who you are, I am who I am. Maybe in an emotional moment, you really may have a struggle with reeling that in, but I don't buy that any of that stuff was genuine with Darcy. And you can change who you are. If you couldn't, you wouldn't be able to grow. You wouldn't be able to mature. You wouldn't be able to improve things about yourself. But yet Darcy is going to go the route of, I am who I am. See how that works out for you. Guess what it's not going to end up with? A healthy relationship.
I'm only going to speak for myself.
And I'm going to tell Matt that
Oh,
next time I see him.
I'm going to tell Matt that. Yeah, this is the thing. He always brings it back to Matt, just like Matt always brings it back to Gino. They are two guys that are clearly very insecure about themselves and focused on the other guy. And then in reality, you have Jasmine, the puppet master, who's just behind all of this. And Natalie just needs to get the hell out because there's no reason for her to be there. It's just destroying anything that might be any kind of happiness in this moment. Maybe she was originally trying to get on TV because why the hell else would you get with Gino? But right now, Just run for your life.
We had this great connection
Oh,
for so
did you?
long, and I felt like she trusted me. And
he is delusional. Oh my gosh. You had some conversations. You went to Vegas, had a couple good dates, and now you're talking about the great connection you had. How much crack are you smoking, Gino?
we had a really good close bond and connection, and to see it all disappear like in an instant.
You didn't have a close bond. Good Lord. The madness is real, and these people are in la la land. I don't know what kind of drugs they're on. I don't know what kind of delusions they have. I don't know what kind of fantasy world these people live in, but none of them are rooted in reality. You have the scammers, such as Andre. You have Adnan, who is trying to run everything, lying about his religion and saying, oh, it's okay, but if you believe it in your heart when she does it, oh, but it's all good. Go ahead, you do it anyway. And then you have Kara and Guillermo, who for some reason are still a thing here. None of this is heading in the right direction, and it is just going to be a crazy, messed up rest of the season, I'm sure, because what the hell is in store now? They keep bringing the craziness, the drama of it all, and it just gets worse and worse. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I appreciate all the support. I will see y'all next time.